Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to cover some stock news that's happened really over the last few days. There's been a few things going on and I felt like once again it wasn't enough to do a full video on these companies, but if I spend just 2 minutes talking about the news that is to do with these companies, it'd be a nice little video. Now I was going to talk about Trading 212 today and how terrible it's been really over the last few months, but I'll release that later in the week. I thought I'll just get these guys done at the moment. So yeah, we'll go through a few of these companies right now. If you could smash the like button, that'd be absolutely amazing. If you are new, please subscribe, and if you want to know when I'm buying and selling companies, join the Patreon. The link is in the description. You get to see when I'm buying and selling, and we have some private live streams on there and some other exclusive content. And if you do want to start buying any of these shares, there's a link to a free trade account. Join through there and you get a free share as well. But we'll take a look at these companies. Now, just honourable mention to you, I've not really got any news, but it has been a company that's done very well over the last few days. And also a shout out to Gang. This company is doing absolutely amazing. They're just signing new client after new client, and the stock's doing very well, probably too well. And I think they'll probably have a reality check when earnings come around. But yeah, two companies that I hear no one else talk about, but they're fantastic companies, and they were at very cheap prices only like 6 months ago. But we'll get stuck into these companies. So first of all, we're going to start off with Ehang. So I made a video talking about this one, and then I made a video a few days ago saying I'm buying this company. And my current average at the moment is about $80, and I'm about 30% up right now in Ehang. Now Ehang has some news come out saying that they're going to work with EU, and with EU they're going to start working on medical drones. Now this is something that I always said, like I believe this is something that will get past. Like I think Ehang is, you know, I don't really have a price target for Ehang because there's so many different things that can happen with this company. Like if this is allowed and this is allowed, like, you know, you got like firefighting services, medical services, logistics, transport. Like it depends how many of these regulations get allowed and how fast they get allowed, that I can't really put a price target on for this one. Just that if everything's successful with this company, we are going to be talking about a multi-billion company. Like I'm talking 100 billion market cap. And when you talk about a company now that I think it's about 4 billion, 5 billion market cap, you know, we're talking about a company that could probably like 10, 20x from here. You know, it could be the next biggest thing out there right now. And this just proves that, you know, going into the medical service, I think that's one of the contracts or the routes that could go down for an income stream, and it would be really, really, really big for them. So yeah, I mean, it's just a question of how big this company is going to be. Is this company going to keep its market share? And that's one key thing we've got to remember. You know, there's going to be other players that come in here, you know, like Airbus, for example, and stuff like that. But if it can keep its market share as the number one player and develop into these industries, we're going to be talking about a minimum about a company that's going to be, you know, 20 billion, 50 billion. So there's still a lot of upside from here, you know, and I think this just proves, you know, one of the industries that Ehang could go into and be very successful on. And the stock's done absolutely amazing over the last few days. Number two, Planet 13. So Planet 13, bought this one last Friday to do with my MJ stocks, using the code name once again there. Yeah, I had GWPH, took the profit on that, wanted to get another MJ play, and it was Planet 13, and the stock's doing absolutely fantastic at the moment. Now with Planet 13, there is some news going out here that Wall Street Bets are using the MJ space as their next kind of targeted sector. So yeah, if it carries on like this, you know, Planet 13, for not much news apart from Wall Street Bets coming to help it, might see the stock go a little bit higher. So it's had a very good run over the last few days. Number three, Turtle Beach. So this stock actually went up like over 10% after reporting earnings yesterday. And yeah, I mean, the earnings were fantastic. The growth was fantastic. It was also great to see their new acquisition, which was RoCap. They were expanding that brand. There was great demand for the RoCap products that they do have. And yeah, like Turtle Beach earnings were 10 out of 10. No idea why the stock reversed. I don't know if that's just profit taking, short sellers trying to cover the positions on Turtle Beach, and managed to take control back on the stock. But earnings were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, just gives me a bit more confidence to hold that one even longer now. I think Turtle Beach, I'm probably holding that one for maybe 2 more quarters, 3 more quarters. So yeah, I'm still holding that one for probably another 9 months at the moment. So, but just the earnings gave me another bit of confidence about how amazing they were to carry on holding it. Currently up about like nearly 70% on that one at the moment. Number four, Inmode. So Inmode brought some earnings out as well. Once again, 10 out of 10 earnings, but Inmode did the classic thing of telling us their earnings were going to be amazing about a month ago. Stock went up, and then when they bring the actual earnings come out, there wasn't much movement on it. In fact, I do believe they had a little bit of a pop and then it came back again. So it was just great to see Inmode's earning once again, you know, helps the company on its way. I think that Inmode, I got about over 100% gain on this one, but I do think that this company will be a $100 stock one day, or above $100. So once again, these two tie nicely, great earnings from these two companies. Number 5, the last one on the list, Callaway Golf. So Callaway Golf reported their earnings. They've just come out. The stock is moving down after hours, and the stock's down 10%. The earnings were actually really good. The revenue growth was fantastic. In fact, there was just a miss on the EPS. The EPS was to do with some logistic costs, the demand in products and delivery fees, and also some staff fees as well, paying some staff. So it's kind of like a victim of its own success, and also a one-off payment really. And let's not forget, realistically, Callaway Golf, I'm not really buying this company for the golf side of it. I am buying it for the acquisition of Topgolf, which will close in the next kind of few months as well. So yeah, from a golf business point of view, it was really strong, but let's not forget, I'm kind of not buying this stock for right now. I'm buying it 2 years, 3 years down the line, once it starts developing its acquisition of Topgolf. And yeah, it's currently on a dip, and I'm not going to tell you, because it's kind of Patreon content, that when I say I'm buying and selling stuff, so you need to be on there to know exactly. But I will give you a tip, and I will say that if there's blood on the streets and it's a stock I really like, and I always like to be greedy when other people are fearful, and I've been on the cash, I've had quite a lot of cash at the moment on the sidelines. If one of my stocks that I like has a over 10% dip, I'm just going to leave it there, you know. Am I going to not buy that opportunity? I'll leave it there for you guys, because that's, like I say, Patreon content, and I don't give too much away, but I'll leave that with you. So yeah, those are, you know, 5 stocks that had some big news. Also a good mention to Ehang, because they've been on a really good run recently. And yeah, like I said, I was going to make a video on trading 212, but I'll probably leave that for maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens, unless there's anything crazy in the stock market. I say that, and then there's always like something crazy that happens in the stock market. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you could, smash the like button. If you are new, subscribe. That would be absolutely amazing. And I'll see you in the next video.